Hey folks, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Steelers Morning Rush. I'm Alan Saunders. It is Thursday, October 30th. Pittsburgh Steelers have practice number 2 of week 9 over at UPMC Rooney Sports Complex today. We'll also talk to the coordinators. We've got myself, Brendan Howe, and Ed Thompson all on the scene on the south side for all of that. More with me and Smitty on Afternoon Drive at 6 o'clock here on the YouTube feed and in your audio platforms. Right now, I want to talk about Mike Tomlin and something that he said in his press conference that I've gotten a lot of questions about, and a chart that's been going around, things of that nature that people seem to be confused about. So we're going to clear this up right now. Mike Tomlin said that he is disappointed that the Steelers offense continued to settle for field goals in the first half against the Green Bay Packers. The Steelers 4 times kicked a field goal and 3 times, had a good drive going and then get stuck in the sort of 30 to 35 yard range, ending with Boswell kicking a bunch of long field goals. That is not what you want from an offense. Basically, Mike Tomlin said, look, when you get against good teams, and the Packers are a good team, you usually have to score touchdowns. And while I think any real criticism of the offense is pretty weak, considering what's happened to the Steelers defense and which of those 2 units was supposed to be the one carrying the team, he is correct that when you are playing good teams, you generally need to score touchdowns and not kick field goals, which led a lot of people to say, well, Tomlin's the one deciding to kick those field goals. And that certainly is true. He is the one that decided to kick those field goals. But if you look at the situations there, it's because the Steelers offense kept shooting itself in the foot in that area to set those up. The first drive of the game, Chris Boswell kicks a field goal on 4th and 20 from the Green Bay 38. You don't get to 4th and 20 without doing some very bad self-harming things on offense. In fact, this was a repetitive issue throughout the game as the Steelers took an offensive pass interference penalty by DK Metcalf, set up a 2nd and 15. There was a no-gain pass, and then Aaron Rodgers gets sacked on 3rd and 15 by Rashawn Gary to set up 4th and 20. You're not going to get 4th and 20. You have to kick the field goal. The next drive is the one the Steelers possibly could have gone for it, as Chris Boswell kicked a 50-yard field goal on 4th and 3 at the Green Bay 32. But again, and you will see there will be like bots out there that will say, oh, the Steelers should have gone for it. Let me tell you a little bit about how those bots work. Those bots are using average NFL performance for their inputs. And they're saying, oh, Mike Tomlin should have gone for that. Mike Tomlin absolutely should not go for 4th and 3 at the Green Bay 32. Mike Tomlin has Chris Boswell, and Mike Tomlin does not have a dynamic offense. Over the last 2 years, Chris Boswell has made 93% of his 40 to 49-yard field goals. That was a 50-yarder, okay. The Steelers' offense converts 4th or 3rd and 3 at 45%. Even if you get your first down at the 32-yard line, you're still not even a coin flip to score a touchdown. So you get more points kicking the field goal. Now, if you're down late, sure, but that was a 7-3 game in the second quarter. There's no reason to go for that. That's a poor decision that people will look at based on generic performance and say, oh, the Steelers should have gone for this. But it's not true. The Steelers offense and Chris Boswell should not go for that. Now, if you have the Cincinnati Bengals with Joe Burrow and a bad kicker, can't think of a team with a notoriously bad kicker, but whatever, then maybe you go for it. But that's not who the Steelers are. They have the best kicker in the league. So the math is different for them. If you're upset about, and Mike Tomlin is not upset that he sent the field goal unit out there. Obviously, he's the one that did it. He's upset that the offense kept getting in situations where they needed him to send the field goal unit out there. Now, that drive, they did not have a demonstratively negative play. They did have a loss of 1 on a handoff on 1st and 10. You would think you'd be able to overcome that. But the next Boswell field goal has similar stuff where you're getting in 3rd and 14 because of a 5-yard loss on a Jalen Warren run. Then the next field goal, you have, all the same stuff over and over again, where the offense gets into a situation where it looks like it might be a good drive, and then a penalty or some other kind of negative play reverses it, that momentum. And so Is this a real thing? Yes. Is it why they lost to the Packers? Absolutely not. Does it probably need to be corrected if the Steelers want to go beat a good team in the playoffs? Yeah. Like, you can't have 4 field goals in a game and think you're going to beat a good team. You got to be able to score 30 points. I understand that the defense was supposed to be better than this, but even with a really good defense, you're going to give up 30 points to elite offenses in the postseason. So, like, Mike Tomlin's on the right track here, but again, I thought it rung hollow in the immediate aftermath of the second straight game where the defense got embarrassed. But I saw a lot of people talking, so I didn't really bring it up. But I saw a lot of people talking about it, so I figured I wanted to clear up exactly why. Like, Steelers did kick those field goals, and what really is the thing he's complaining about, which is not that Boswell was kicking him. It was the self-inflicted wounds on the offense that led the Steelers to the position where kicking was the right move. All right, that's all I got for this morning. We've got more coming up. I have to talk about the offense at some point this week. That'll probably be the only time. More on the afternoon drive. Me, Smitty, 6 o'clock. Until then, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.